want to eat as well too while I did this. Cause yeah. Really, man.
Man, all I heard was munchies. Man.
Oh snap!
Munchies and
I think we live.
crackers. Oh, we most definitely are.
What's going on? What is going
But,
on? We are back. We're back. We're back.
yes,
Live sippers. We
sir.
continue to keep sipping. Episode 7, man. Where's the penalty?
What was that penalty? What happened? What happened, refs? We
What?
have an issue to discuss.
I'm a Chiefs fan, and I was like, that looked it looked a little rigged to me. That looks okay. I'm not a Chiefs. I'm a Mahomes fan.
And even
Panthers
still,
fan. I'm a big fan of Mahomes. I was like,
yeah.
not like
So
this.
right.
But yeah, man. What you sipping on today, man? Wait, hold up. I'm messing up. I'm Austin.
It's your boy Mike.
Yep, there we go. And what you sipping on, good sir?
Yeah. So for those that might be into Irish whiskeys, I gotta get this in the shop, yo. Monkey shoulder. Telling you right now.
My guy, yes.
Fancy
Love
looking
it.
bottle, man. This is a batch 27. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get it on the mic. That's how you know it's an official. That's an official cork sound right there, yo. I do love the blend on this. It's really, really smooth, easy to sip. 43% alcohol, 86 proof for y'all that follow proof over the percentage. I love it. Drink it anytime, but I feel like I've spoken too much. What you over there sipping on, my boy?
I got this Terramana Anejo.
Oh,
A little bit of ginger ale.
that? How is that? Because I've been
Solid.
looking at that. I'm gonna have to pop me some of that because I had the Terramana Blanco. It's always been cruising in the back of my mind, man. So it's good to know, man. It's good to know.
Yeah, I'll definitely check it out, yo.
Where are we starting off this week?
Oh no. What was it, week? That was week 4, right?
This is gonna be the week 4 recap.
Man, week 4 was a weird week. Like it wasn't as outlandish as last week.
Mm-hmm.
But I think week 4 is kind of telling, like, all right, who's I think last week was the week that starts the season off where it's like, all right, this team's gonna be good, that team's gonna be terrible. They made a mistake in the offseason, Panthers, and they did this.
But that's fair. That's a fair assessment.
I got some bones to pick with the Panthers, but
well, I mean, you say that I got bones to pick with Vance Joseph. My boy got to go. Ain't no way you allow quarterbacks in back-to-back weeks basically throw 100% on you in the first half.
Is he the quarterback? I mean, not is he quarterback? Is he the coach?
Defensive coordinator.
Oh yeah, because we got your defensive coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And this was Sean Payton's personal pick.
I think Sean Payton might be the problem.
I'm about to say lots of people are going to have some accountability on this call.
But shall I get into the results, good sir?
The one that shocked the world to me, I guess we can go ahead and kick it off with the Thursday night football. The Detroit Lions over the Green Bay Packers. It wasn't that overall the result itself shocked the world to me. And I'm going to sip on this. It's how the Detroit Lions got the win is how it was shocking to me.
Love was spreading a lot of love around to the opposite team.
Man, he was getting hugged all over the place. There was a lot of QB pressure. The Lions looked relentless on their division rivals. Honestly,
yes.
they look relentless. They look more athletic.
They just look overall better.
This might be the scariest Lions team that I've seen since the 90s Lions with Barry Sanders. And even that Lions team basically was just Barry Sanders and some mids. Let's not forget. they have Rodney Pete, so I mean, it's not like the passing game was.
Like they did this with Gibbs not really playing. Like I think Gibbs is a better running, like all around running back. And I think when they actually start showing, whenever they start showing or displaying how Gibbs can run and stuff like that, it's going to be at a point where nobody saw it coming, because it's going to be a whole different dynamic for like the passing game and as well as the run game too. Like, and Jameson Williams is coming back this week. So you got Jameson Williams, Reynolds, and Amon-Ra St. Brown with Jared Goff, who we were told that was not creative and is not a good quarterback. He looked good to me.
He looks solid. I don't know about great, but he looked solid to where, enough with those weapons. Yeah, you can make something.
Are you ready for this? You ready for this?
I saw my man scramble, and he looked like a diaperless toddler running away from their parents. So,
can you name four? Okay, who's your top 5 quarterbacks in the NFC right now?
NFC specifically, you honestly probably have to put him in there because the NFC is kind of. I mean, at this point, we're putting Matt Stafford in there. Matt Stafford's been in there since 2008. Matt Stafford's been in the league since what, 2008, 2009? We'd still have to put Matt Stafford up there.
Hurts.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, you got
Dak.
Hurts. We really gotta put Dak up there.
That's how bad it is. That's how bad it is. Like, you're trying to find a way to not put him up there.
He's so pivotal. But at the same time, you look at the rest of the conference, it's like, yeah, you're not putting Baker up there.
Nope.
Derek Carr is probably
his shoulders cooked.
It's like Derek Carr is probably your 5 if you're picking the top 5, and I'd still probably put Goff in there.
That's. With that being said, the Lions
maybe Geno Smith at this point. Yeah, it's a good point. The NFC is kind of it is kind of mid/washed at that position. I sip on that.
But
yeah, that'd be it. Wow. In fact, hold on. Let me go back and see who we had as division winners. Oh yeah, my bummy behind picked Minnesota.
I think I picked the Packers.
You did. I picked Minnesota. Lord, I'm going to regret that because Minnesota's defense has been about
Minnesota's. Well, you know what? We'll get that. We'll get there after the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get there when we talk about the game.
But yeah, I mean that's really only the only covers that I had about Lions Packers is like it. Win or lose, whoever won or lost, especially with that kind of division matchup, and as long as they have been rivals, I can honestly see that game going either way. It was the fact that the Lions were just relentless in beating the Packers down. It's like, it got ugly real quick.
The
game I got after that, the London game, which
I
sat on the Toy Story.
That was so much fun to watch.
So I can sit here and picture it. I'm sitting there like, yeah, it's a nice little fun view for the kids, especially considering how they did those Nickelodeon games from the playoff last year.
Yeah, it was. If they have it again, I'll definitely watch it. I know they had the first down marker and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
It was like the Slinky Dog. So anytime that they got like a penalty, the Slinky Dog would go backwards or forward. That thing was hilarious, man. And the field was inside of Andy's room.
Yeah.
And even the commentators were animated when they got a touchdown, like Buzz Lightyear and Woody and some other characters start dancing and stuff like that. It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. I liked it.
That's nice.
And then like the transit, like the real time conversion to animated stuff was on point. Everything was on point. So
I go, yeah, I'm gonna have to get them ducats together. Make sure I got that stream next time they have it, man. Because
Hey,
yeah, that seems like a cool time.
it was fun,
I
man.
that is a pick that I got wrong because I thought Atlanta would be able to mix the game up again. Mm-mm. Jacksonville's defense says me thinks not.
Yo, this dude Ritter, he threw a pick six. The next play, pick. I'm like, that might be the worst. He might be the worst quarterback in the league.
And telling people I have no faith in Desmond Ritter. Like you pointed out, he's in a system where it's just like you could just hand it off to him. Like it
Or
doesn't
hand it off to him.
throw a screen to him. Like
Yeah, and the thing is, like, you have Drake London and you have Pitts. And the point was, we think Pitts is a bust because he's not getting targets because Ritter can't give him the ball.
I'm about to say it's not so much him.
It's not Pitts. If you were like a generational person all the way up until you get with a certain quarterback, it's not
your fault.
not your fault.
Oh man. But yeah, great job, Jacksonville, especially Jacksonville's defense. Just straight up shut down Atlanta. The game I got after that, for my order, it's because I got the alerts for the Broncos, which is the game I wanted to talk about. That's the other one I had the notes for. There's no way the Bears should have lost that game. There is no way the Bears should have lost that game. Austin, it was 28-7 entering the fourth quarter. How do you lose that game? I've seen some meltdown.
Here's what happened, right? So me and my girl, it's like we're in a league, and she has Courtland Sutton, right? And Russell Wilson wasn't doing anything. And then she sent me a text saying, "Yo, I think he heard us talking because now they both all of a sudden got points." So I was at the Panthers game when it happened. I looked up and I was like, "This game tied? How? And I have a terrible dark joke, but I wanted to say R.I.P. Dick Butkus, and I would tell you my dark joke after the show.
R.I.P. Dick Butkus. There was no way the Bears should lose that game. 28-7 entering the fourth quarter within like a 5 or 6 minute span.
All you had to do is take knees.
The game gets tied. Oh, we tied the game because Justin Fields drops back, gets sacked. We get a strip sack, fumble return for a touchdown, 58 yards. Because when he dropped back, he had an empty backfield. No one picked up anything, any kind of blitz or pressure or anything. So we get a free strip sack, fumble return, 58 yards for a touchdown. That's what tied the game. And honestly, what put the momentum back in our sails, because I don't know if you had seen, or no, you said you was at the Panthers game?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so early on, what really put everything into the Bears' momentum, and like the Bears were cooking early. Marvin Mims decides to try to take a kickoff that's clearly going into the end zone. We can get the ball at the 25. He tries to take that out. He loses the ball in the sun. We luckily recover it, but now our drive starts from the 4 instead of the 25. Bears defense pins us. We have to punt out of our end zone. Immediately after that, we basically don't even flip the field. Immediately after that, like a couple, probably 3 plays, I believe. It was a 3-play drive because, of course, they're starting that next drive on R45. Like 3 plays later, they score another touchdown. Everyone on the Bears is hyped. Momentum, everything's going their way. There was no reason for the level of meltdown that the Bears had, considering that there was no momentum on our side at any point in the game. And like once Russell Wilson and Courtland Sutton started like getting some kind of things together, and we started cooking, it's like the Bears gave up when the score was 28-14. You're still up 2 possessions. You don't have a reason to melt down. None. And then we force a turnover, score on the following drive, which, at that point, for them being kind of a young team, they hit the panic button. Then that's when the strip sack happened and we scored again. And then it's 28-all. It's like, yeah, the Bears are melting down. And then what sealed it is, we basically played the clock game, kicked the field goal, and the Bears already in panic, realizing that they gave up 24 unanswered points.
In a second.
And like, Justin Fields throws a very, very terrible pick. Very terrible pick. And we just ran the rest of the clock out. It's like there's no reason you should have lost that game. As much momentum was on your side, and it was 28-7 with 15 minutes left. None. That being said, a win is a win. Good job, Broncos. Randy Gregory is probably gonna get cut.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Wasn't producing. So I mean, he had a couple plays that game, but I mean, it's the Bears. So that's what I can say about that one. What's the one after that? Miami at Buffalo, which I thought would have been super close.
I thought it was gonna be a shootout, and apparently somebody got shot. Cause I was in that score and I said, wait a minute.
That's the thing. It was a shootout. And then the second half started.
Yeah.
And the Dolphins gun jammed.
Bro, I was like, okay, cool, Tyree. Everybody's gonna go off. Yo, Waddle had nothing.
It was literally back and forth. I think it literally was 14-14 into the first. Like it was a shootout. And then the Dolphins gun jam.
I was like 40-20.
Oh, wait a minute.
That was not the way this game started.
Yeah. And low-key sad that I didn't play Buffalo's defense in fantasy. But
you know what? Like
Denver's defense, and Denver's defense with the number of turnovers they forced on the Bears still got me a good number of points.
Like you gotta think about it. Nobody was gonna play the Bills defense in fantasy because it's like the team that they're playing against just scored 70.
Yep.
I'm gonna let that ride out for a week. Ain't no way. I'm not gonna be no.
Let alone just score 70. They got 3 players on their team whose top speed is around like 23 miles per hour.
They better have home field advantage in the playoffs. If they play where it's cold, it's a wrap.
And I was like, having that speed on your side is good. I was like, that's bad for your joints if you got to go on the road, play somewhere cold.
Mm-hmm. It's snowing. Yeah, ain't nobody running.
In January. So, but after that, the game after that, a pick we both got wrong. Surprisingly, of the score, Baltimore at Cleveland. Cleveland didn't get double digits at home.
Oh, okay. Watson. Oh, people can't see my face. I'm tripping. There we go. Watson. He hurt his shoulder, didn't play last minute. So, and I think when that happened, it's like, all right, so we got a rookie in there now. Let's just crowd the box. So that means Ford couldn't get off. Kareem Hunt couldn't do anything, and that rookie's probably panicking and couldn't hit Amari Cooper. So,
yeah, RIP to me over here trying to play Amari Cooper. Mm-hmm.
Amari Cooper right now for me is purely a bye week fill-in. The same thing with DeAndre Hopkins, and I don't think it has anything to do with their talent. It's just the offense scheme is more so for like the run, but yeah.
Oh man, but congrats Lamar, congrats everyone that played Lamar, because I believe he had I think he was responsible for 3 touchdowns, right? I think he threw for 2.
Yeah, I think so.
1 in. So, sheesh, RIP if you had to play against Lamar in fantasy. Pittsburgh at Houston. Hey man,
look, hey. Kenny Pickett is out. Time for Mitchell Trubisky. I think Freiermuth is out. Oh, okay.
You mean Mitch Trubisky?
Yeah, that dude. Mitchell Trubisky. But yeah, so like Kenny Pickett hurt his knee. Deontay Johnson is still out. Who else? Somebody else is out.
Freiermuth went out.
Yep, Freiermuth. Yep. Project Pat. Project Patah.
Not to mention you playing in Houston, and it's not like the Texans are looking like the same Texans from last year. They're actually holding tough this year.
Man, when we get to the Panthers.
Here you go. Oh, you should say that. That's the next game on my list.
What?
The Carolina Panthers. What you got to say about this one, man?
The Carolina's defense without the two best corners held Justin Jefferson to under 100 yards. They got a pick six. They got another interception. The defense put up 7 points, whereas the offense put up 6. 6 as in no touchdowns, 2 field goals.
Yeah.
Also, if you think about it, our defense with a high-powered offense only allow the offense to score 14 points. Bryce Young threw a pick 6. Yep. So think about it. Defense is not the problem.
You're welcome for that defensive coordinator.
Well, the thing is like this. So, yes, I wish he was our head coach, but it's either him or Wilkes but racism. This stuff happens like that. Yeah. One of these things is doing the wrong. You know what I mean? So
I'll sip on that to the same color of the people we talk about.
So it's like, wow, man, because like, okay, I see flashes, right, with Bryce Young. Like I said, I see flashes. Personally, I'm gonna say probably until he gets good. I wanted CJ. My order was CJ Stroud, Anthony Richardson, Bryce Young. We kind of saw Bryce Young fumbled again, and we're starting to see that D linemen and linebackers, they're not going to sack him. They're trying to rip the ball out because he's so small.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they're doing now. They're not trying to sack him. They're just trying to get the ball because he's so tiny. And when I say tiny, it's like compared to other NFL players, he's a small guy. And when I say small, I know like Kyler Murray and Drew Brees and Russell Wilson, they're short. They're not small. Yeah. Bryce Young is small for a quarterback. So with that, man, it's like he's a tough dude, but he get hit like a damn cartoon, man. Like the words come out like bam, pow. That's what it looks like. So
the onomatopoeias,
yeah, a whole bunch of those, man. And so and also too is it kind of looks like Frank Reich doesn't trust Bryce Young because Andy Dalton was in there. People were getting open. He was hitting people. So like maybe like the play call is a little different. Well, the play call is like kind of predictable. But my thing for the Panthers fans is this, right? We're 0-4 right now. We'll be 0-5. Okay, when we play the Lions, I don't have us winning. And then after that, we play the Dolphins. So it's a possibility that we could go to the bye 0-6. The 2 games after the bye, we're playing at home. Those 2 games are the 2 quarterbacks that you could have picked. If they ball out and Bryce doesn't play well, now you'll have the fans that only watch the Panthers and only listen to Panthers commentators for the first time to be like, oh, y'all could have had him. Y'all could have had him. Look what he's doing. He's breaking records. He's supposed to be like the next Cam Newton. He looks like Cam Newton. And if Bryce does not play well, this fan base will turn on the team. And it's either the quarterback's going to get it, the coaching staff's going to get it, or the GM's going to get it. One of those 3, because the quarterback's not what y'all sold us on. We have a all-star coaching staff, and y'all not coaching them up, or what's going on with this? And if these 2 things are not it, why did you pick these people? You gave up DJ Moore, Christian McCaffrey, and don't you think the quarterback would need that? Also, Brian Burns. If you're not going to pay him, why didn't you trade him instead of DJ Moore? Because the Bears wanted either DJ Moore, I think it was JC Horn, or Brian Burns. And they chose to give up DJ Moore. You could have given up Brian Burns because he still doesn't have a new contract yet. So you could have gave him up and kept DJ Moore. Now you won't have that wide receiver issue no more. But Bank of America Stadium might burn after week 9 if Bryce does not look good compared to the other two quarterbacks. Because also here's the thing too, we don't have a first round draft pick next year.
Yep.
So if the season ends today, the Bears will have number 1 and the Bears will have number 2. So you did all this for nothing. Nothing at all to get the smallest quarterback I've ever seen in my life.
Let alone smallest quarterback, a small quarterback out of Alabama, which we've already seen what AJ McCarron and Mac Jones have done.
Yes, and I don't think there's any good quarterback that came out of that comes out of Alabama. Jalen Hurts does not count, and I don't think Tua is a good quarterback. So, Tua was about to be out the league before they got Tyreek Hill. You remember that, right? They're like, I don't know if he's a guy or not. Then they got Tyreek Hill. All I can do is Tyreek Hill's gonna be open no matter what. So
right, it's like name another person that can get up to 20-something miles per hour consistently
in a quick second.
Don't know.
So
don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
at this point, let the fans burn the stadium down and build up another one and call it Wachovia Stadium. That's right. I took it on the throwback.
Wachovia.
They Wachovia money.
Yep. watch some overdraft fees as it happened. Just watching the college where I was like, wow, oh no. I gotta learn real quick. But yeah, man. That's it for the Panthers, man. One more thing. If the Vikings do not win week 5, you're gonna hear it here, folks. You're gonna hear it here first, folks. Kirk Cousins may be traded.
I'd like to see that, actually. I'd actually like to see that. Traded for who, though? Who would you think before we move on to the next game?
Picks.
Fair.
Mm-hmm. Because if you're finishing like in the top 10, you can get Drake May or the quarterback from Michigan. But I know Caleb Williams is going to go 1 or 2. So
yeah. Game after that I got is the Rams at the Colts, which we also both got wrong because of a monumental Colts meltdown.
What happened to that one?
They were up by 20. The Colts were up by 20. They let the Rams get back into it, and Puka Nacua basically single-handedly took over the game late. And then when it goes overtime, of course, he catches the pass. No one was there over the middle, and he just walks in. They win 26-20 in OT.
Bro, he's like the fantasy pickup of the year, dog. 21, 30, 12, and 31.
Yeah. And of all schools, Utah. Hey man, keep doing your stuff. Did Steve Smith come out of Utah?
Sure did.
Look at these Utah wide receivers.
Mm-hmm. The Utes.
Another pick we both got wrong. Tampa Bay at New Orleans. What?
So I can tell you exactly what happened. We didn't realize that Derek Carr was going to play. He said, "Yep, I'm going to play," and I was like, "You ain't got no arm." And I was like, "Damn, he's playing!" And I forgot to have Olave in like 2 leagues. Olave got 1. Uno, a person who's been getting 10 plus every game easy on standard.
Not to mention they have another player that they generally run in some trick plays as quarterback. Might as well have tried to run him. Taysom Hill. I'm lucky I didn't try to put in Taysom Hill in my flex. Come on, Saints. Apparently, I'm not even going to say your defense isn't what I thought it was, because after a while, your defense is going to get gas, and, if they're on the field too much, you're going to get gas and give up some points anyway. Come on, Saints. Because wasn't that what, like 28-6 or something like that? It was something bad. Load up the scoreboard.
It was really bad. It was like the Saints didn't play.
Yeah. Well, I'm loading this scoreboard. The game that I thought was going to be a nothing to see here. Whoop, banging around my phone. The Eagles and Commanders, which we thought was going to be nothing to see here. Commanders out here scrapping. The game went overtime. Nothing else really to say about besides that. But Riverboat Ron out here keeping his team scrappy.
Like, he can coach, man.
Yeah.
He can coach, but I like the players. Like
26-9 was the Buccaneers Saints score.
Ooh, speaking of the Washington, right? Do you think Eric Bieniemy will be an offensive coordinator there next year?
That's an up in the air, pretty good question, considering there might be some teams desperate enough to give him a shot.
So here's my theory, right? My theory is this. So let's say if Frank Wright, right, has 2 wins. If he has 2 wins, then
Right.
do you just fire him and say Eric Bieniemy, run it?
At this point, well, who's doing a lot of the play calling in Carolina?
Frank.
I'm about to say at this point, kind of, yeah.
No, because we have I think Thomas Brown.
That make me wonder if there's a lot of study done on the personnel, and like if there's study done on the personnel, like sometimes like where's check downs, where's safety nets, this is a rookie quarterback. I question that on a lot of plays for the Panthers. So yeah, if Frank Wright ends up with only a handful of wins, and he's doing a lot of the play calling.
Mm-hmm. Because we have Thomas Brown, who came from the Rams, who I think would be more of a creative guy, but yeah.
From what we have seen on the field, we don't know if you have room to be creative. But then again, some of the play calling, you also don't know if you have the talent / room to be creative.
Yeah.
What was that? Oh, that was Commanders Eagles. Bengals Titans. A panic button for the Bengals. Panic button.
Man, I'm sitting here like
panic button. I know this is a challenge flag, but still, panic button. Panic button for the Bengals. I am sorry. Look, y'all been downplaying this injury too long. What you say it was, Austin? The injury for Burrow?
Yeah, it's a calf tear.
Yeah. That's not a strain. Bengals fans, it's not a strain. Stop having hope.
And he tweaked it. No, he retore it.
Right.
The thing is, like, he's doing like the physical therapy thing that, like, whatever. When I was hurt my stuff, like, he's breaking up scar tissue. He's keeping it warm, and I'm like, it's gonna get cold there soon. Like, in order, and if it's just like a muscle tear with no surgery, it just needs rest and stretching. You can't put more stuff on it, man. So
Especially I'm sitting there, I looked at the weather forecast over like the next like 10 days or so. It's gonna be a pretty big, like pretty significant temperature drop in the Great Lakes and Midwest. Uh Panic button for the Bengals. Panic button. Panic button for both Ohio teams, but Browns fans should be used to it. Panic button for the Bengals.
Yes.
Titans made y'all look like some Goombas, man. I'm sorry. Like, that's that's what I got to say about that one. In which that was a pick I supported you picking the Bengals because I almost low key wanted to pick Bengals, but I was like, you brought up that injury and I was like, and the Titans are at home. This is Nashville.
I keep underestimating their defense.
Mm-hmm. The game after that, we got Raiders at the Chargers. Good old divisional battle in the AFC West. Nothing really to see here. About how I expected it to go. Chargers overcoming deficit, and I don't think the Raiders had Jimmy G. So
nope, they had the rookie.
Yeah, I'm about to say I don't think they had Jimmy G.
They had the rookie, so that's concerning for me with the Chargers. They had the rookie, and it was fairly close.
I mean, all the AFC West matchups are fairly close. I mean, unless you play the Chiefs in Kansas City,
Chiefs,
and then you just get kind of mollywopped until they pump the brakes in the fourth quarter, and you might score one more time. So yeah, nothing really to see there. Other game, there was nothing really to see there. I am sorry, Patriots fans. Patriots at the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah. I think who was it, man? I think who was it, man? Michael Parsons, I think, had an ankle injury or something.
He had an ankle. He didn't look like it.
He did come back in the game. Michael Parsons.
On top of that, you mean to tell me that Michael Parsons had an ankle injury?
Yep. So he left the game and came back. Yeah.
In the same game that Bill Belichick takes his largest deficit loss, Michael Parsons had an ankle injury and came back.
That one.
Patriots fans, man, y'all got questions.
Hey man, top 10 pick, right?
Eesh. Okay, look, I know they were on the road. You can't be losing by 35. Not with that coach on your squad. That's all I got to say about that. Not to mention that strip sack on Mac Jones. Mac Jones looked like a crash dummy, bro. He looked like an incredible crash dummy. That looked ugly. That looked ugly.
Incredible crash dummy, yo.
He did. He was folded, my G. He looked like an Auntie Anne pretzel, bro. Like, the other one the last one that was a nothing to see here. Oh, no, technically not. The Cardinals at the San Francisco 49ers, which the Cardinals did still prove that they were scrappy. It's just going against the Niners defense with Josh Dobbs. Nothing to see here. That's definitely a pick we both got right. And then the reason for today's episode, named the Sunday Night Football.
Man,
how are we feeling about the first game at MetLife Stadium?
I was like, oh no about that one.
It's one of those, like, if you're gonna call that on Sauce Gardner at the end of the game.
Yeah, because I don't think that was a penalty. Like, okay. by
If they were
definition.
going to call it, you might as well call penalties offset because there was
Yes.
jamming in
Yes.
hand both ways.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So why would you just call it on Sauce Gardner when the wide receivers were just, come on, man. Come on. Come on. If
Mm-hmm.
anything, it would have been illegal contact from both sides. Because, I mean, heck, now I think they were jamming past the 5-yard mark, too. So,
Mm-hmm.
if anything, I would have even accepted that. Illegal contact, both sides, penalties offset, just replay the down. Because the Jets defense was keeping the Jets in the game, and they had at least a little bit of like wind under their sails where it's just like, look, they get a stop here, put something together. Now the game's interesting. It might go overtime. You gonna call that and basically just give the Chiefs free reign to run the clock out now?
Pretty much. Also, too, what did you think about Zach Wilson?
I could tell he's learning. You can also tell he's new.
Okay, yeah, it's
Do I trust him? Absolutely not. I wouldn't trust him. I wouldn't trust him more than somebody to make me a ham and cheese sandwich. Okay. But is he learning? Yes. Is he better than the Zach Wilson of last year? Absolutely. Enough to be great right now? No. There's some more road to tread. But he has at least put his vehicle in drive. That's what I can see. Let's see, last one. Oh, gee, yeah, this was the last. This was the other nothing to see here game. The Seahawks at the Giants. How many? How many
I
points?
remember that game. I was thinking, like, did I watch that game? I did.
How many minutes will the Giants spend this season without scoring? And I don't even just mean touchdowns. Like, how many minutes will the Giants spend without scoring?
Right.
That's what I got to say about that game. That game, not only that, for those of y'all that follow my Facebook feed, shout out to y'all first off. Anyone that follows my Facebook feed would have seen I was tired of the flags. Folks, there was a combined 14 accepted penalties. Not just 14 penalties, 14 accepted penalties. Because if penalties offset or if penalties are declined, they don't make it on the stat sheet. There was a combined 14 accepted penalties. There was at least 6 other times where penalties offset. So that puts us at 20. There was at least another 6 times where penalties were declined. So that's 26 between the two teams. Also, 4 different times where fights broke out. At one point, Seattle scored to make it 13-3. Literally, fisticuffs were started. And I was like, look, just send both of these teams home. Because I am tired of the flags. I'm tired of the stoppages. Basically, where you should have been at for the media timeout in the third quarter, they were still in the first half because the clock continued to stop that many times.
Like, I remember watching that game and I was like, why am I watching this? And I stopped.
Like when Joe Buck and Troy Aikman are just like, yeah, you kind of wish these two teams would just play football. When the commentators are pointing out how often there are flags and other stupid stuff happening, why? That's just a lot of sloppy, undisciplined football for no reason. And the game wasn't even close. So it wasn't even like there was reason for the game to be that chippy. Bro, that was some clownish stuff. The Giants punted to the Seahawks one time. The Seahawks player called for a fair catch. One of the Giants came by and shoved over the player that was supposed to be. Why? You're already losing by 20. Why would you give the Seahawks 3 yards?
Bruh, I think I needed 1 interception by Daniel Jones, and he gave me 2.
And a fumble.
Yeah,
Wait,
my man was.
you mean on like the pick 'em thing for the money?
Yeah, man.
Because I was gonna say I was like, if it was specifically on turnovers, it was like even if he did only give you that one interception, he also had a fumble. Before we move on to this week, which I see our time's getting low, we can blaze through next week real quick.
Yeah, that shouldn't be too bad.
You went 8-8 on the picks for this past week.
Really?
I went 12-4. And the overall, I am at 45-19 for the season. You are still at 500 at 32-32. So, hey, we're both 500 and better. Can't complain right there. So,
Man, I had to do my. I had like so many alerts that hey, no kicker, no kicker, no kicker, no kicker. He's in your starting lineup. He's in your starting lineup. He's in your starting lineup. I was like, damn, how many leagues am I in? What the? Oh man. I was like, damn, yo, I ain't checked nothing this week, man. Oh man.
Yeah, I think it's either our personal league, like my wife and all of that. Yeah, that was one of the first things I made sure that I was like, I got Dicker the kicker, and the Chargers are on bye this week. Nope, make sure to get it.
You know what I hate about stuff, man? The thing I hate, man. Two things actually. If the player is doubtful and they have no projected points, hey man, put the O next to their name, man. Just
right.
So I can get the extra roster spot,
stop
man.
making us hold out up until like make me get up early on Sunday just to see that they're out.
I need an extra roster spot, my guy.
Right.
Also, too, if I have somebody who's been on IR or nursing an injury or been suspended, if you send me a trade request to get him, I'm automatically declining it. You had 3 to 4 weeks to do this. And you want me just to hold this thing here so you can no, I'm out. Nope. Decline. I ain't even gonna look at it. Decline.
All right. Let's get through this week so we can well, I don't know if you will be watching this game, but I will.
I will.
Tonight's game. Well, I guess I can start with who's on bye. You got Seattle, Tampa Bay, Cleveland, and the LA Rams. Or not the LA Rams, Chargers, I believe, right? On bye.
Yep, Chargers are. Yep.
Chargers on bye. I wrote the wrong LA team. LAC. There we go.
There's college football on tonight? Man, I should put some money on some stuff, man.
Oh, ACC?
Nah, FCC. I don't know. What is this? Sam Houston State at Liberty and Western Kentucky at Louisiana Tech.
Who?
Hey, yo. Let me tell y'all a trick, man.
Western Kentucky. Oh, the Hilltoppers.
Let me tell y'all a little betting.
Liberty Flames. That one.
I got this from Chiseled. Bet on bums.
Yep.
Hashtag bet on bums, B-O-B. But it works.
Well, tonight's game that's probably kicking off right now. The Bears at the Commanders. Who you picking up, man?
Commanders!
I really thought about that because of the fact that they're the home team. I'm picking Chicago. Look, you can't beat donuts after 5 weeks. That's literally the only reason I picked Chicago. Else, I literally would be joining you in Washington. The next London game, the Jaguars, by the way, spent the week in London. The next Jaguar, they're oddly the away team. They're listed as the away team. Folks, we all know this is basically another home game for the Jaguars.
And the thing is, like, so the Jaguars stayed in London. So that's why I'm picking the Jaguars, because they don't have to adjust the time at all. Like, they've been there.
Yep. It made me think about it. I'm still sticking with my original pick of Buffalo, but I had to scratch the beard a little bit because I about picked Jacksonville right along there with you.
Talent-wise, Buffalo, but I just from the circumstances, I'm going with
yeah, that travel has got to be gruesome.
Yeah.
I could have said, what was Buffalo home last?
I think so.
Look, damn, Buffalo was home last. Okay, so at least that. So I was about to say, if they had to travel to Miami and then go from Miami to, but even still, going it's not like going to Buffalo to London's easy. So yeah, I'm right there with you. Um, Titans at Colts is the next one.
Give me the Colts, man.
I'm going with them too. They are the home team. Anthony Richardson ain't looking bad.
No, he's not.
Sorry, Panthers fans.
No, he's not looking bad at all. Because somebody told me he couldn't throw.
Mm. Mm.
I have a conspiracy on that. Because
that's somebody ain't see how well he threw against that Jaguars defense in the opening week either.
Mm-hmm. Somebody said he couldn't throw, and this was certain things come out about black quarterbacks right around the draft. Can't throw, not accurate, not smart. Those three things were either both was said about Stroud and AR, or one of those was said about Stroud and AR. Either way, is like that came out right after the combine. I'm like,
right.
Nobody else see what's going on here. Nobody else sees. This happens every single year. And you know what's crazy? They tried they, as in the media, y'all. I mean, y'all know who they are, the media and folks, whatever. And they try to push Levis, but they couldn't because Levis is trash. So they went with Bryce, with Alabama, clean cut, no hood bone that he displays.
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah. So, yeah. DJ Moore?
Pick a Will Levis more
Jesus
like
Christ. What is going on here, man?
Uh-oh.
My bad. I'm watching the game. Like, what are you?
You're good.
Y'all had a touchdown.
I'm about to say, let's blaze through this so I can catch up with you. We got the Saints at the Patriots. And that final score might be 15-6.
Who's court? Saints. Because they have the chance to play Jameis.
That might be a 15-6 game, yo. The Ravens at the Steelers.
Oh, Ravens. Yep, because they don't got a quarterback. If Mitch Trubisky looks solid against them, Kenny Pickett, sit down.
The Baltimore Edgar Allan Poes.
Quote him.
Houston at Atlanta.
Houston. Give me Stroud.
Nice.
Give me Stroud, mine.
Also, let's not forget the Texans defense hasn't been playing bad. And we just clowned Desmond Ridder. The Panthers at the Lions. I think you already picked that when you said the Lions.
You know, I'm going with the Panthers.
Panthers? Okay.
Yep. I like yep. Keep on. How red can this flag get? That's what I'm yep.
Keep pounding. I support you.
How many yards did DJ Moore get?
Who knows? Another one of those nothing to see here games. The Giants at the Dolphins.
My bad. RRP Dick Buckus. Go ahead. I think I said that earlier, but
yeah, you had touched on it a little bit, but
yep, I did.
The Giants at the Dolphins. All right, Dolphins it is. The Bengals at the Cardinals.
Yo, give me up the Cardinals, man.
Cardinals. I actually am joining you on the Cardinals pick. Because it's panic button time for the Bengals. And the Cardinals have been out here scrapping every single game. Again, the score might not look like it, folks. Trust me, the Cardinals have been out here scrapping every single game, including forcing all those mistakes and stuff on the Cowboys. The Eagles at the Rams.
Eagles. Even though the Rams, I think Kupp may come back this week, but
man, my fantasy team's kind of looking like they kind of need him. The Eagles. The Jets at the Broncos, which every pick for the Broncos, I'm literally sticking with all the picks I made prior to week 1. So I actually have the Jets with their impressive defense coming into Denver and upsetting us.
Denver.
All right.
Denver it is.
The Chiefs at the Vikings.
Chiefs.
Look, that might be the shootout game of the week. That might be a 40-something to 50-something. Vikings defense has been dookie cakes and rice.
Bam. Also, too, I bet Bryce Young was hitting people in the face in the end zone, which is why I was like, okay, I see it. I didn't want it, but I see it.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, this is not I wanted pizza, but I'll take a burger.
So at this point for the Panthers, you take some chicken tenders and a side salad.
On camera.
The
DJ Moore touchdown.
The American game of the week and Sunday Night Football. The Cowboys at the San Francisco 49ers.
San Fran.
That's one I actually had to sit there and ponder my entire lunch break on, and I'm actually going Cowboys on that. As much as I don't want to hear Cowboys fans' mouths, look, don't say nothing, Cowboys fans, if y'all end up coming through on that pick. But I think your defense could end up pulling out something. That's why I went with y'all. It is in San Fran, so I mean, like I said, I had to ponder my entire lunch break on that.
Yo, it's update. Bears up 7-0.
Ooh. And the final one, the Packers at the Raiders.
Packers.
Right? And then
show me Packers.
Show me potato salad. And then any hot takes. Any hot takes this week?
This week, not so much. I think this is the week where everybody is kind of getting to the midseason form. So I know after this week, weeks 4, 5, and 6 are like the mid, like, okay, this is what it is, and this is what it's gonna be. But not so much. I think Dak will throw 2 picks.
I might do. You know what? I'll write that down for you.
Dak gonna throw 2 picks. Bryce Young is gonna throw 2 touchdowns.
Young, 2 TDs. My man got 2 hot takes. You know what? I might join you on the 2 hot takes. The Tennessee and Indiana. I'm going to say Anthony Richardson wins on a game-winning drive. Anthony Richardson with a game winner. And I also want to say same game. Let's say Tennessee's defense scores. That's my 2 hot takes.
I
think that's it. So we can go ahead and get to this Thursday game. Here you go. Which thank you for that update on for the Bears score.
No problem. I was thinking one day, man. I was thinking one day, we should do like a live stream or like a live like watch along game.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe not Thursday. Maybe like a midday Sunday or something, or a Sunday night or something. Yeah. We'll let y'all know later on about that.
That's a fantastic idea. I do like that. We'll come up with something like that. We'll keep that in the wheelhouse. I'll put this up here too.
Damn,
that-
Justin Fields, 8 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. I need him to throw one tonight. Come on, Justin, throw one tonight. I need it. I need it. Oh man. But on that note, people, y'all keep on sipping, man.
Keep on sipping. Deuces.
Catch y'all next week. Bye.